Hello Eagle School. I am going to be telling you about Pirates of Penzance because that is a show that the 6-7s are putting on in a couple of weeks. It's a very fun and funny and silly show, but it's a little bit complicated in the story. So I thought I'd make a puppet show for all of you so you can learn about the story. Another thing to know is that it is British or English, so you might be hearing some British accents occasionally or words pronounced Britishly. So this is our first character we see, which is Frederick. He has just turned 21 and he has been an apprentice to the pirates. So he's been learning how to be a pirate, but now that he's 21, he can leave and go out into the world. But they're celebrating his birthday at the beginning. Frederick and all of his friends are singing, all of his pirate friends are singing, "Pour, oh, pour the pirate sherry, fill, oh, fill the pirate glass, and to make us more than merry, let the pirate bumper pass." And they say, "Hooray, happy birthday to Frederick." But he says, "Oh, now that I'm 21, I'm going to be going off into the world." And then this other character, Ruth, comes out. Ruth was like Frederick's nanny, sort of like someone who took care of him. And she sings a song about what happened when he decided to become a pirate. And she says, "When Frederick was a little lad, he proved so brave and daring. His father thought he'd prentice him to some career seafaring. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind this promising boy apprentice to a pilot." So a pilot or a pilot is somebody who drives an airplane, right? But guess what? She didn't hear right. So then she explains in the song, "I was a stupid nursery maid on breakers always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions with which in my brain did gyrate. I took and bound this promising boy apprentice to a pirate." So pirate, pilot, they sort of sound the same, and she did not hear. So he became a pirate, even though he was supposed to become a pilot. It's very silly. Okay. Then Frederick comes back on and he says, "You know, as pirates, our job is to take over other ships. But we are not succeeding at our job because every time we go to a ship, they tell us that they are orphans. And we have made it a rule that we never attack a ship with orphans. We can't take over their ship because we're all orphans. So all the pirates don't have parents, they're orphans. But now everybody has learned a trick and they always say they're orphans. So they never get to succeed as pirates." So he goes, this is a problem. And then Frederick says, "You know what? Everyone should come with me into society. Come with me and stop being pirates." But they say, no, 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 it's too fun to be a pirate. And the Pirate King comes out. This is the Pirate King. And he sings about how fun it is to be a pirate. He says, "Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly," like the pirate flag, "then play a sanctimonious part with a pirate head and a pirate heart." And then they sing, for I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king." So he says, it's so fun. Then Frederick and the Pirate King argue about who Ruth should go with. Should she stay with the pirates or should she go with Frederick? Frederick says, "No, she should go with me. No, she should stay here. No, she should go with me. No, she should stay here." Finally, she decides to stay with the pirates, and Frederick goes off on his own. Okay, now when Frederick goes ashore, he hears some girls singing, and he goes, "I'm dressed as a pirate, and I'm not a pirate anymore. I'm going to hide." And then these maidens come on, and they are singing. They're having a great time. It's a lovely day, and they say, "Climbing over rocky mountain, skipping rivulet and fountain, passing where the willows quiver, passing where the willows quiver by the ever-rolling river, stolen with the summer rain." And they're singing this lovely song. Sorry, I have to make my lights go on. I'm back. Okay, so when that happens, then they decide, oh, you know what we should do? We should take off our stockings and paddle in the water. But you know what? Taking off your shoes and socks is sort of scandalous because this is old-fashioned. And they thought, oh, no one should see your ankles and your feet. That's not appropriate. So they take off their stockings and they start to paddle and have fun. But then Frederick says, oh, you should stop. I shouldn't be seeing this. This is not appropriate. But then he says, but I do have something to ask you. Can you help me? So here's what Frederick sings. He says, Oh, is there not one maiden here who'd cure me of my sad affliction, my swashbuckling ways to disappear, and find for me a new conviction? He says, I don't know what to do now that I'm not a pirate. I need something else to do. Can someone help me? He says, not one. They say, no, no, not one, not one. And then one of the maidens named Mabel says, yes, one. 'Tis Mabel. She says, I will help you. Okay, so then the other maidens say, no, 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 no. But Mabel says yes. And they decide they'll talk about the weather so that Frederick and Mabel can get to know each other. And they go, oh, you're so beautiful. You're so handsome. Oh, I think I like you. Okay, then the pirates come back and they try to capture everyone because they want to marry all of the daughters. And they say, we'll take you. And the maidens say, you should look out because our father is a major general. They say, a major general? What do you mean? And then the dad comes out and he says, that's right, I'm a major general. I'm so important. And he says, I am the very model of a modern major general of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of England and I quote the fights historical from Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. Oh my gosh, he talks so fast and he talks about so many things, but he actually doesn't really know that many things. It's pretty silly. But they got the pirates to not attack them by saying he's a major general. Then the major general remembers, oh, actually, they'll let me go if I just say I'm an orphan. And so here's another funny joke about this play. Orphan and the word often sound kind of similar. So if they say orphan, they sound, is that orphan or is that often? Have you thought about being an orphan? And they say orphan, meaning often. No, orphan, like someone without any parents. It's very silly. You'll see. Okay, so finally he says he's an orphan or an orphan, and the pirates let him go, and he does that, and then the Pirate King says he can be an honorary prince, and everyone's happy. We think this is the end of Act 1.